What is good, Cardano fam, Ada gang? We have lots of exciting updates to unpack today, so hit that subscribe, hit that like. Cardano Ada 24-hour trade volume surpasses $3 billion according to CoinGecko, and 24-hour trade volume also surpassing BNB now for the 8th day in a row. By economy, with over $2.4 billion in 24-hour trade volume, ranks Cardano as number one for weekly gains. Social dominance is going crazy. Sentiment with on-chain and social metrics for over 3,800 cryptocurrencies says Bitcoin, Tether, SNEK, and ADA lead all trending coins across social media as markets look to rebound. So let's dive a little further in. Sentiment says Cardano is trending via frequent discussions on development, token utilities, cross-chain swaps, decentralized applications, and SNEK, highlighting ADA's architecture and proof-of-stake mechanism. This emphasizes Cardano's growing ecosystem and active community engagement. On the SNEK side, they say that SNEK is trending with significant interest in its unique features, roadmap, governance influence, and potential to evolve into a utility token. The buzz is amplified by KuCoin and strategic plans for adoption and ecosystem integration. What a fabulous post by Sentiment, because it not only highlights the network effect of Cardano, but also how powerful of a community and reach that SNEK has. Lovely. World Mobile breaks a new record, surpassing a whopping 2.2 million unique daily active users. Super underrated deep-in project. Gate.com, formerly known as Gate.io, with over $4.1 billion in 24-hour trade volume, and is the official sponsor of Oracle Red Bull Racing in Formula One, lists Cardano DEX Wing Riders paired with Tether. Fantastic. We're going to see a lot more exchange listings. Emergo says real-world assets and tokenization represent a $450 trillion opportunity. We are full steam ahead building the future of finance. CEO Philip Pon will discuss how asset tokenization will transform global finance and bridge TradFi with blockchain at CoinFest Asia on August 22nd. Looking forward to that. Hopefully we'll see some streams. Bloomberg Intelligence saying that BlackRock CEO Larry Fink believes in Bitcoin. They went in early. They didn't wait. It's a huge growing part of their revenue stream and their success. I would heavily bet on the fact that he believes what he's saying. And Larry Fink is super pro tokenization. I think Q4 is going to be crazy. What about ETFs? Nova DS Wealth Management President Nate Garachi predicts a floodgate of spot ETFs will open in the next 2 months, with full regulatory framework and Ethereum ETF staking approval any day now. The Clarity Act is now in the Senate. 2025 should be wild. So we know there's many ETFs that got approval, but they can't convert yet, right? The indexes that can't convert, they're not live yet. So it looks like September, October could be crazy, guys. Crazy. Crypto Banter's Sheldon predicts $2 Cardano ADA coming soon. He said that $2 has a nice sound to it. We're going to get there eventually. We're holding up pretty well. Well, everyone's favorite Alex, right? He's Alex, I'm Alex, we're all Alex. Alex Becker remains optimistic on altcoins, says altseason. He goes into more detail saying that the next leg up is when Ethereum breaks all-time high and likely charges to $6,000 and chills, holding that level. This will be the altcoin season trigger I've been talking about for years now. Take positions. It will be parabolic. So I've been buying up the dip, and that dip was short-lived, very short term. That's what I've been saying, guys. How's short-term volatility? You walk away and it's as if nothing happened. Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson says cooperative economics is about creating a system where when we trade together, you get to use your token, I get to use my token, we both get TVL, we both get transaction volume, and it benefits both of us. That's trade. And he used that example of, let's say, like, hey, we're building a car, You're building it. I'm the steel manufacturer. I think eventually we're going to be headed towards a global market and away from, the conventional, and kind of uplift everything. Especially TradFi will really benefit from blockchain. Charles says compliance was not designed for a global reality. We need to move to settlement is compliance. The transaction settles if it satisfies questions with zero knowledge proofs. If it's safe, it settles. If I have the money, I'm in compliance. In a nutshell, compliance just being automated. The settlement is the compliance. With selective disclosure and rational privacy, says Charles, we can change compliance to a matter of code, libraries, best practices, and zero knowledge proofs, and get to a world of automated compliance, automated regulation, because so much money is thrown out the door for compliance, but also it's retroactive compliance. They come after you afterwards. What if we can settle that in real time and make our markets a lot more efficient? You combine what Paul Atkins wants with instantaneous payment settlement. It looks like it benefits a lot of parties. George Cryptos R Us highlighting Tap Tools, saying that according to this chart, Cardano is forming a massive inverse head and shoulders on the 9-day chart. If this plays out, ADA below $1 should be considered a huge discount. I agree. What about rate cuts? Well, rate cuts for September are around 70% for like a 25 basis points, but Polymarket predicts a 90% chance the Fed will cut interest rates this year. So, there's a strong sentiment for rate cuts, but we'll wait and see. Air Canada, according to Coin Bureau, has $161 million BTC allocation. A lot of people are getting involved. And I think slowly but surely, we're actually going to see the aftermath. We won't see announcements. I think quietly, a lot of nation states, a lot of companies are actually accumulating crypto. Federal Reserve Governor Waller says stablecoins and other cryptocurrencies are part of a payments revolution. Goldman Sachs says the potential market for crypto stablecoins is in the trillions of dollars. Finally, China is considering allowing yuan-backed stablecoins, so everyone's getting involved, regardless. Everyone globally is getting involved. Market right now is looking good. 88 cents for ADA is actually impressive. So I bought that dip, guys. I bought that dip at 848. I bought some ADA, bought some XRP, I bought some Doge. I also got some more Bitcoin as well. So, and yeah, it's looking good. Like, I hope you guys bought that dip. Now, can we go lower? Sure. But I like to go with what's probable, not possible. Because at the end of the day, if ADA ran all the way down to 50 cents and lower, what a fantastic buying opportunity that would be. I think it's unlikely. We continue to see strong resilience and higher lows being established. And though that could happen, it's a highly volatile market. It's an emerging market. I think that the blue chips are going to have their moment to shine. Again, Bitcoin dominance, not going above 60%, going back down, minus 1.3%. Russell 2000 index, this still needs to climb. So, in the words of Charles, catalyst will be, and I think he's correct, I think the catalyst will be the Clarity Act, and that aligns with the predictions we've seen regarding the floodgate of spot ETFs right around the corner. 2 months, that puts us towards, right, September, October. And many things are pointing to that. That is also when the president has set deadlines, limits for when legislation needs to be approved, ready for signing. So we're getting closer to that. A lot of things are triangulating to that point of Q4 being very crazy. So big shout out to Nate for these predictions. I think he's spot on. I think there will be a floodgate of ETFs, many of which will include Cardano as spot ETF, but also index ETFs, ETPs. And with the likes of staking being approved, because to my knowledge, none are approved yet in the United States. We do have staking ETPs elsewhere, but staking is not approved in the US. That will unleash so much more for advanced exchange traded products with ADA staking, backed by ADA, and so much more. So very exciting times, guys. Let me know, did you buy the dip? What are you watching right now? Smash that subscribe, smash that like. I'll see you guys in the next Angry Crypto Show.